Hey guys, Lemur here, gonna be doing a quick VoD review for once. If you like this content, then leave a comment and a like, and don't forget to subscribe, please, it's free. Um, this game I'm playing Ahri versus Nico. I decided to take Teleport this game rather than Ignite, mainly because of the fact that my Riven decided to take Ignite. I felt like it would be beneficial later in the game to match Malphite with my TP, or if Nico had taken TP herself. Otherwise it becomes kind of a lopsided map state. Anyways, we'll be taking a look at specific parts of the game and how I got certain advantages within this game in order to carry. The first one is going to be here. So if we take a look at our wave state, we're currently slow pushing into the Nico. This is around the level 3, level 4 mark for most people. So I'm slow pushing this wave into Nico, and my jungler wants to go for the Scuttle Crab, alright? And their jungler is over here too. So there's about to be a fight. This is the classic solo queue experience where your jungler wants to go for the Scuttle Crab, and the enemy jungler wants to go for the same one, so we kind of have to like leave our lane and, coin flip the entire game. However, one thing to note is while we're watching through this play, we're going to be taking a look at the mini map, right? So make sure you have your eyes on the mini map here. So one thing in particular is we want to focus on Riven. So Riven's actually making her way down from top. Remember, she's Ignite, she does not have TP. She's also level 4. A level 4 Riven is extremely powerful. So what my team and I are doing here is we are just making time for our Riven to actually get here. So we want to make as much space and time as possible for our Riven to get here. And so using our spells here is actually incorrect. Even if I hit this EQW on the Nico here is incorrect because we're actually starting this play a little like too early, whereas our Riven is too far away. I think that's a mistake that a lot of lower elo players will make is they're not taking in mind the big picture play. The big picture play is we are making a 5v4 here, and it might turn into a 5v5 if Malphite TPs, alright? And so we want to play it whenever Riven actually is getting here in order for that to happen. So using my spells here is not good. We just want to make Nico use her spells, alright? And that's also a mistake by Nico, is she doesn't realize the play that is happening. She doesn't realize the Riven is running through mid, coming to cut her off. Alright. So their only opportunity now is if they make a catch on us. So here our Pike finally finds a good angle now that Riven is close enough, and we get a really good stun with him. And then we just follow up the CC on the Apelios, and then we go and look for the Malphite. Here I make a few miss autos and stuff, but we end up getting most of it done. And then since our wave was slow pushing into her, we go ahead and fix mid over here. And we just go pick up the cannon. All right. So that's kind of how we got our initial advantage this game. So something else that we're going to take a look at is warding. So one of the things that I want to point out is not necessarily my wards this game, but the enemy Nico's wards. So how this Nico warded is she actually walked straight into fog, and then she stopped for a second and placed her ward. We just watched her do it. All right. She walked, stopped, and so we know that she placed her trinket ward. So one of the things that I'm able to do as the mid laner who's paying attention to my lane opponent the whole time, I'm able to ping out her ward. You saw me do it really quick. So I'm able to ping out the ward there, and my Ivern, who's close by, has a sweeper, and he's able to clear it. All right, so he goes and clears the ward. So Nico's obviously going to back up after this because she knows that Ivern's nearby. However, skip forward a bit. My Ivern decides to rotate around back because he knows that he just killed that ward. So here, Ivern goes for a gank again. And although I missed this charm, we do end up landing in the Ivern queue. I missed my second part of my queue. I played the gank pretty horrendously. However, it's still very, very good for our team. Because this play snowballs a lot of different ways that we'll continue to watch. I'm gonna hit level 6 here. If Nico stays, why I'm walking up is if Nico stays, I am actually going for a dive on her. However, she doesn't stay, and I notice them going in bot. I'm level 6, I'm able to get prio in my lane and TP now whenever I want, rather than I would have to like back up more to go for this TP. And then I end up picking a double kill up here. Here, watch the play. Here I really didn't want to use my R, but I determined it was probably, important I did. But ideally you don't use your R here. However, Kazakh's also in the area. So and then the last part of this play is we also have good map assignments. So one of the things I'm going to do here is, since I have enough mana, I'm going to push out this wave with Ivern, so it'll bounce back to my bot lane. And then my bot lane is actually going to go mid and catch the wave to stop Nico from getting any plates, as well as catch their farm that they kind of missed in this scenario. All right. And so normally, my AD carry would be really like dirt stupid, and I would have to tell him. But however, this AD carry was good, and he was already on the way, so very good by him. All right. Another thing that we'll be taking a look at this game is dodging skill shots. So one of the best ways to dodge skill shots is by clicking close around your character and fast, right? Like this. You know, that's kind of how scripts work. Scripts work by clicking very fast, and you can kind of just follow your mouse the entire time. That's one of the scripts that allow you to do that. So, um, one of the ways that you could do that, emulate that, is by clicking very fast and very close to your character. All right. So we do get hit by that skill shot. However, this next one, we can pay a close attention to how I play this. So I'm going to auto this minion. Her Q comes up right now, so knowing skill shot cooldowns is important too. Her Q cooldown is up now, and so I'm going to go walk up for an auto attack. However, I'm going to fake this auto attack and just back up. So it kind of caught her off guard, and that gives me like maybe 5 seconds of pressure within this lane where she doesn't have her Q. So that's just a quick tip on dodging skill shots. Lastly, we are going to be talking about what to do with the map rotations after you reset. So one of the things that I had a lot of problems with when I first hit Challenger is I wouldn't know where to go on the map, and it kind of felt like I didn't belong there because I like had a big problem about knowing where I was going. And so this kind of theory that I kind of made up in my head makes a lot of sense to me, and I hope that it'll make sense to you. So kind of what I do in my head is I'm like, okay, I can go top. We'll say that's 1. I could do Krugs, that's 2. I can go to Scuttle Crab, that's 3. I can do mid, that's 4. Or I can go to Wolves, that's 5. I go to Riven, that's 6. Or I can help set up for Dragon, that's 7. And these aren't exclusive. These aren't like I could do 2 and 1 at the same time. I could do 2 then 3. I could do 4 then 3. These are kind of just the general ideas. I'm not doing one specific thing. It's like that's where I'm going. And so we need to assess which one of these are not good, right? So one of the things to notice is our Riven, a dragon is coming up, and we want to fight for this dragon because we are really strong right now. I'm 3-0 and Riven's 4-0. So we definitely want to fight for this dragon. Riven's already bought and she doesn't have TP, so we're not going to go bot, all right? Another thing to note is our Ivern is going to leave base, and he's probably going to go to bot, and he actually does in a few seconds. And so he's probably going to do wolves on his way. So we probably don't want to steal his wolves that he's going to be doing. Additionally, we don't have any wards. We don't have a trinket up, and we don't have control wards. So getting vision really isn't an option. So we don't really want to do that. And we just saw Malphite top lane as well. So we might need somebody to watch top, and I have TP available. Additionally, Krugs is kind of a hard camp for Ahri to kill very man efficiently. So I would lose a lot of stuff. I have my corrupting pot, however, I don't really want to use that on the Krugs. I kind of want to use that for the fight. If I was a champion like Irelia who can kill Krugs efficiently, I would consider that more of an option. However, as Ahri, it's a little bit harder. Um, so I'd say that's probably not an option. However, it's like kind of okay. And so it kind of leaves me with top, mid, or like going for a pick at the Scuttle Crab area, which is like the more least consistent play. All right. So if we continue this clip a little bit more, is I'm going to be assessing what I should do every step of the way. So my bot lane starts to recall here. So why I considered not Xing out my Xing out number 4 is my bot lane needed to recall probably before Dragon because they had a lot of money from a previous fight. All right. So I was like, okay, I'll probably catch mid because they're going to push another mid wave. And then my bot lane gets stopped here, right? So since my bot lane gets stopped here, they're probably going to stay. So then I start making my way back towards top after the fight is over. All right. All right. So I'm kind of moving based on what I think I need to do. So my bot lane stays here. So now I'm going to head back top. However, if they didn't stay, I might just defend mid, right? Here we see Kha'Zix walk in. So now that I see Kha'Zix walking in, they might fight our bot lane. So I'm walking up to our bot lane. And so the general idea is like I am walking since our plays were either it was like 1, 3, and 4 or whatever it was. since that's the general idea of where our play is, notice how this is where I end up. Is I end up like in an area where I can do all of these three plays, right? I'm in an area where I can go one, I can go four, or I can go three. And so it lets me kind of make the decision now what I want to do. Like if I want to go mid for a pick, if I want to go top to catch the wave and then TP to a fight, or if I want to help get this scuttle crab or something, even though we want to play for this vision. Right. And so at this moment, since I'm not fully top, I'm able to make the decision when my Riven goes for a flank right here that I'm able to follow up. See my Riven pings on the way, and I ping on the way. A good thing to do is whenever your team pings on the way, you also ping on the way to show that you like have your support in the play, so that they are like they know that that's what you're doing, right? Then we're gonna go for the fight here. We're just gonna Everfrost her. Then we're gonna root her at the end of the Everfrost, and then we're gonna just dodge her R. Yeah, and we pretty much kill three of them here. We kill their two people that were really strong, Lulu and Aphelios, and then from here we get Baron. We kill their Nexus. It's kind of the end of the game. Good drag and all that. So, um, yeah. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that last part about the map makes sense. It's pretty much just about eliminating the ideas, the bad things, kind of like eliminating all the bad ideas and just going for the good ones that are most likely to work. And so I hope that helps with your map rotations. It sounds fairly simple, but you'll realize once you get in game, it's like there's a lot of variables to take into account. Jungle, if your team's recalling, if your team has teleport, all this different stuff. And it's still something I'm working on today. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you like more VoD reviews like this. It was kind of fun to do. And I will see you next time. Bye.